there's a saying which goes like this: the more things change, the more they remain the same. And today's model which we are looking at is something which the world of automobiles is raving about as far as technology is concerned. We are talking about hybrid technology. And everyone says that the Toyota Prius is one of the foremost in the world when it comes to hybrid automotive technology. But I beg to differ, because the car we are seeing here, series hybrid car, which came out in 1901 and which involved such names like Lohner from Austria, Austro-Daimler from Austria and Germany, yes, the same Daimler as in Daimler-Benz, Ferdinand Porsche, him of the eponymous sports car maker whom we know today, and all these three, in a certain quirk of fate, got together to get electromotive stuff going at the turn of the last century. The Lohner Porsche mixed is a German-Austrian term for a mix of two propulsion plants, petrol as well as electric motor. And this is what came across in 1901 as the Lohner Porsche, which came out following an earlier version which they had done in 1900. The genius that was Dr. Porsche went to work with Jakob Lohner of Austria in 1898-1899, and they created an electric vehicle first. So the Porsche's very first vehicle ever which he did in his lifetime was an electric vehicle. That followed with a hybrid in 1900 known as the Semper Vivus, which loosely translated as always alive. And that was conceptualized by Dr. Porsche to have two single-cylinder De Dion Bouton petrol engines, which would power a generator, or which was supposed to be both as a tractive unit to create electric power, and that would run the hub motors in the front wheels. Let me also tell you that the first example of hub motors in the world came via Dr. Porsche and not via anyone else. So Dr. Porsche designed the hub motors very much so in the very first year of the last century. So there was no direct link of petrol or the propulsion from the petrol engines driving any wheels. It was fully electric drive, but the petrol engines created the juice for the electric motors to run on. Those two electric motors, if I had to tell you, if you look at this model, they were used to be residing behind the front seats. There was a generator down below and it would run the front wheels. But that was a little too cumbersome. So in 1901 came this car. This car came in with a proper 5.5 liter engine under the hood, and if you can see, we can open the bonnet and check out the engine. There's a proper petrol engine, 5.5 liter under the hood. There was a big generator to generate the electric power, and there was an accumulator under the seats, and that would give the juice to the two hub motors in the front wheels to get the power going. This Lohner Porsche mix was a revelation. It was shown to a lot of Austrian and Prussian nobility, army, etc. Archduke Ferdinand, the one who was assassinated when started World War I, he was one of the first patrons to be shown this car, who also experienced this car. So there is nothing under the sun which isn't new, but which was still way ahead of its time then. The critical thing was that then as now, cost was a very important factor behind acceptability of hybrid cars, because you had both an internal combustion engine propulsion system as well as electric motors and batteries involved. So the cost then was prohibitive, as it is even today. But this car persevered. But it did not go far commercially, because the petrol engine vehicles from Daimler, from Benz, from Peugeot, from so many other makers started making it far more efficient. less cumbersome, less complex, given so many different systems were involved in this car. One car still survives, and it is in the Porsche family collection itself. And Dr. Ferdinand Porsche's grandson, who is the repository of so many of the family cars, still has one of these, and he's created a museum in Salzburg in Austria, which I had visited, I think in 2010 or 2012. And I bought this model from there. They have got one exact same original model there in the museum, which belongs to the Porsche family itself. This is a faithful rendition of the Lohner Porsche mix. And I must tell you that this model has been created by Ernest Piech himself, the grandson of Dr. Porsche, because he is right into model cars, and he's also there into the 1:1 scale cars. And his model making concern, Fartrum, has got innovative technologies, because the materials used on the bodywork, on the fenders, even the white hued tires, which were as they were normally at that point in time, the brass work, copper work, the chrome plate, the radiator, distinctive radiator, everything reeks of a very superlative way of building model cars. I must also show you some of these brake pedals and the brake lines which are there. Very, very delicately crafted, but supremely well executed in so many aspects. This is a car from a different era. The absolute comparison to this car with a modern day car has to be the Toyota Prius. But then Porsche has also started making their own all-electric cars. So we can see how the progression of the automobile has happened from almost 110 years ago. This is a very, very well-crafted 1:18 scale model, which, if you are into automotive history, delight in the technological progression of automotive development and design, I think it is a must to have in your small collection. This takes pride of place in mine. It comes with a special plastic case which you can use to place it on your desk, or as I have done, it's also been ensconced like that in my special garage there in my house. But yes, you have to take it across and marvel at the features and the detailing, which is truly of a very, very delicate but finely crafted model. There we have it, a shining beacon for technological development of the automobile as we know it to be. The more things change, the more they remain the same. So it started from here for series hybrid cars, and I think we have not seen the last of it. If you have enjoyed this episode, if you think technology advancement in the automobile is the way for you to look forward to in future episodes, do let me know. Also, if you have got any special subjects which you would like me to feature, of course I should have those in my collection, so to speak, for that to happen. But please don't let that deter you from writing in and letting us know. Enjoy automobiles in the lockdown. I'm sure that the lockdown is being relaxed in a graded manner. Please be safe when you are out on the road. Do take umpteen care of yourself, your surroundings, your friends and family and other road users. But more importantly of all, think positive, stay safe, live safe.